Hi, Michelle.oddo here with the Oddo Group at Illuminate Home Loans. And guess what? FHA has come out with some new guidelines to help buyers with student loan debt and payments still qualify for a mortgage. Let me tell you all about it. So FHA, HUD, the government, has come out with a new guideline. And what has changed is FHA used to require the lender to qualify our buyer or our borrower with either 1% of the balance of all of their student loans in terms of a payment. So if they had $100,000 in student loans, we had to hit them with a $1,000 payment in their ratios. And a lot of times that was blowing people out from qualifying. FHA has now said instead of doing that, they will allow us to use one of the following. Either 0.5%, so in this case $500 if they owed $100,000 in student loans, to be used as payment for qualifying, or if they have an income-based repayment plan, which a lot of people have today, and if that payment is lower than that 0.5%, we can use the income-based repayment plan payment to qualify. FHA did not used to allow us to do that, but now they do. So this is great news for buyers who've had a hard time qualifying for a loan, needed an FHA loan for various reasons, but the student loan payment was blowing their ratios and they didn't qualify. Lastly, with FHA, the payment has to be at least over 0 to be able to use that income-based repayment plan. With conventional, we can always use 0.5% of the balance or the income-based repayment plan, even if it is 0. We can use that on a conventional loan. On both of those scenarios, FHA and conventional, we have to hit the buyer or the borrower with some sort of a payment. Even if the payment is deferred, we still have to hit you with either 0.5% or the income-based repayment plan at 0 or greater on conventional or over 0 on FHA. And lastly, if you have VA eligibility and we're working on a VA loan for you, VA also allows you to use a deferred student loan payment. So if you have a deferred student loan payment with VA and it's 12 months or greater, we actually don't have to hit you with the payment at all. So VA is even a little more lenient when it comes to student loans and deferred student loan payments. So if you have any questions on student loans, qualifying for a mortgage with them, how are some of the ways that we can be creative and come up with plans? Sometimes people have a 0 payment and we can't figure out what that payment would be, and the 0.5% is too great to qualify. There are ways to go online onto your student loan website and figure out what the payment would be on a 30-year amortized loan. It's usually a lot less than even that 0.5%. And if it is, we can actually use that. It doesn't mean you have to set that payment up. We just have to see what it would be. So lots of ways to figure out how to get you approved for a loan, even with student loan debt. You can still qualify for a mortgage.